Welcome to the Western Conference semifinals and a possible closeout Game 5. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the San Antonio Spurs. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Here we go. So the Lakers win the tip. Now Payton. The Lakers moving the ball around. Malone, the pass to O'Neal. Another shot, and he sinks the layup.
Well, the defense tries to slow Shaq down inside, but emphasis on tries because O'Neal just too strong.
Payton against Parker. Driving to the basket. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And he knocks down the first one.
And Parker has such speed and creativity, just causes the defense fits in terms of how to properly guard it.
Now here's Payton. To the middle. Here's O'Neal. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. O'Neal's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Parker looking around. A putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And how about the timing from Duncan on the glass? Getting there to collect that offensive rebound and the putback.
Down low. Here's Shaq. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. O'Neal's got his second basket of the game.
Good work between the teammates that time, leading him perfect.
Parker outside. Duncan high post. Leads away. And it's Shaq with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Bryant kicks to Fox. Here's Shaq, and he lays it straight in. Shaq's got 6.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Pass to Duncan. Turkoglu outside. Here's Bowen. And here's Duncan. He's covered by Malone. Turkoglu outside. 5 to shoot. Shot from the wing. And off the glass. That one's good.
And operating out of that pick and roll, he finds some space and calls his own number.
Payton passes to Malone. And here is Fox. Bryant inside. Over Bowen. Kobe, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
To the wing right side. Here's Duncan. Rebounded by the Lakers. They come off the loss on Friday.
Bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
Yeah, the offense was AWOL. It just wasn't there. No rhythm, no flow. Just a tough day.
Here's Parker. Following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Parker, right side. Duncan with the screen on Payton. Parker dishes to Duncan. And Duncan throws it down.
Boy, that's a powerful throwdown by Duncan. He saw an opening there and took full advantage of it.
Outside, O'Neal. Outside, Fox. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. From deep, Malone. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by O'Neal.
You got to admire and respect how Shaq fights for the rebounds there. I mean, he puts in the work to get those second chance looks.
Turkoglu outside. Here's Parker inside. O'Neal with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Kobe's got another fast break chance. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, that's just a heads-up play. Kobe doing a really good job drawing the foul and still getting the shot off.
It's his first trip to the line. The free throw drops for Kobe.
You look across the league, so many games are won or lost at the foul line.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Now, here's Parker. They set the screen. Pass to Nesterovic. Here's Turkle. Guarded by Fox. Turkoglu against Fox. And the basket by Turkoglu.
Yeah, and this team looks for Turkoglu to score, especially when he gets a good look inside.
Here's Payton. It's hauled in by Duncan.
Defense doing just enough right there. Sometimes that's all you need.
Turkoglu kicks to Parker. Pass to Duncan. Over Payton. No good from Duncan. Lakers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And it's been pretty smooth sailing for him in the playoffs so far. They've only dropped 2 games.
And they're a team that doesn't get rattled, even with all the pressure that comes with postseason basketball. It's a testament to the leadership in that locker room.
Now, here's Malone. After the miss from Tim Duncan. Elbow shot is on the way. And it's Bryant missing.
For the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Turkoglu kicks to Parker. To the paint. Here's Nesterovic. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And Parker terrific in the pick and roll. Just creative in terms of getting his team good looks.
Parker with the steal. With the drive. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Terrific drive, but a better finish.
LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Phil Jackson wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Good timeout call right there. Looked like the guys were gassed. Heavy legs out there for sure.
And the Lakers with some changes. Medvedenko's checked in for O'Neal. George comes in for Fox. And Derek Fisher is subbed in for Gary Payton. San Antonio also making some changes. Rose, he's checked in for Duncan. Ginobili comes in for Turkoglu. And Hart subbed in for Parker. Here's Fisher. George finds Fisher. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
You know, to me, one of the things that makes Fisher so good is he plays within himself. Doesn't try to do things he can't. Doesn't force a whole lot at all.
Now, here's Hart. Pass to Nesterovic. Ginobili outside. Here's Bolt. There's the triple. A rebound by Kobe Bryant.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Fisher. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Fisher's got his second basket.
Oh, perfect execution in transition. Fisher getting to the right spot and being rewarded for it.
Rose sets the screen for Hart. Pass to Nesterovic. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Ooh, and I hope he didn't hurt his neck because that was one nasty head fake.
Yeah, the defender bought it all the way, didn't he?
It's all about keeping the defense off balance, guys. I mean, not knowing where you're going to go. I sort of thought he was hoping to go hard to the rack there.
The Spurs have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. And yes, it's good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Fisher looking it over to the inside. Here's Malone. And it's good, 2 points. Malone's got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
Especially down low, the incredible scoring mailman, Karl Malone, does his work.
Rose sets the screen for home. Pass to Ginobili. Inside, Rose. And the dunk by Rose.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Emphatically throwing it down. Tevin George. Way to go.
And San Antonio shooting an impressive 60% early. Rose a screen on Fisher. Pass to Nesterovic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So Phil Jackson's decided to take a timeout here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And some changes here for the Lakers. Shaq's checked in for Malone. Walton comes in for George. And it's Peyton in for Fisher. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Phil Jackson. I asked him what's the hardest part in guarding Tony Parker. He quickly responded, staying in front of him. He's one of the fastest guys we've got in this league, and he's terrific at using that speed to break down defenses. The perimeter defense will have to be dialed in. Back over to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Duncan following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Over Medvedenko. Bank shot, no good. The Lakers leading. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
In the corner, it's Bryant. He tries it from 19, and there's another one for the Lakers.
Kobe knows exactly what he's doing. Clever, crafty. He's able to disrupt the defense and get what he wants.
Parker kicks to Duncan. Pass to Turkoglu. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. O'Neal's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Puts up a three. And it's Walton missing. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Ginobili. Duncan outside. Parker outside. Just 5 on the clock. Willis. It's good on the putback.
Good luck trying to keep Kevin Willis off the glass. I mean, that guy would just outwork you in that department.
Outside Bryant. O'Neal sets the screen for Bryant. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
That's too easy for Kobe. The closer he gets, the more dangerous he becomes.
Parker outside. Pass to Duncan. Now here's Ginobili. Duncan with the screen on Bryant. Ginobili the pass to Duncan. And Duncan throws it down.
Oh, a sweet jam. He really stuffed that one in.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Peyton outside. 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Parker outside. On the wing, Duncan. Over Medvedenko. Beat the buzzer! Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
Kobe Bryant getting it done for Los Angeles. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get you back to the action after this break. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they played here early on.
I agree with you. I mean, they hit the ground running, had a strong start to the game, but they're hoping they can manage the rest of the way.
And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
Fox passes to O'Neal. O'Neal going right at the defense.
Try as hard as they might, the defense can't easily stop Shaq. His large frame and athleticism really helps him bully his way to the bucket.
There's a screen. Pass to Duncan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Horace Grant.
Inside Duncan, highly efficient. So really the defense has to try to get physical.
I think it's a point of emphasis for this coach, getting to the line where you can pile up some freebies and set your defense.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Payton against Parker. And here is Payton. Nothing on the board. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Here's Parker. Up and in on the layup. Parker's got the lead up to 2 now for San Antonio.
Taking the contact, still able to score. Tony Parker, impressive work there.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's O'Neal. Look out, Ren. Here comes Shaq. Like a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
And that one's good, Parker.
And when you give Parker room to work his magic down inside, he knows how to finish with style.
Payton kicks to George. O'Neal outside. Outside, Payton. 5 on the clock. Back to Shaq. San Antonio with the rebound. Nesterovic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Circle dishes to Parker. Pass to Bowen. Spurs working the ball around now. And here is Parker. Goes up from the top of the key. And it's Fox with the rebound.
Poor defense for sure, but the offense was worse.
Now, here is O'Neal. Pass to Payton. Takes it inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Challenging the defense on the drive. Payton does a really good job drawing the whistle on that attempt.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And another key for them tonight, attacking the basket. Taking it right to the hoop, never a bad idea.
There's Turkoglu's touch from deep. He can be lethal when he gets it going.
Payton against Parker. Right side, O'Neal. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Unable to get that one. Turkoglu outside. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 4 assists now tonight.
Just a great playmaking sequence by Parker there, coming away with the assist.
Now, here is George. Outside, Payton. Check the screen on Parker. Payton passes to Fox. Hands it from downtown. Fox has got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, when Fox is knocking down those corner threes, that's really another weapon for the offense. Gives the defense another shooter to have to consider.
Turkoglu with it, guarded by Fox. Pass to Bowen. Launches a three. The rebound by Grant.
You know he wants that one back, right in his wheelhouse.
George passes to Payton. To the paint. Here's Grant. Rebound by Tony Parker.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Gary Payton.
And Parker's just extremely clever at getting fouls off those kinds of shots.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Medvedenko's checked in for Shaq. Malone comes in for Grant. Ryan is checked in for Fox. And Derek Fisher is subbed in for Payton. Here's Fisher. Outside, George to the middle. Malone, the pass to Medvedenko. And that one drops. Medvedenko's got his first points of the game.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the knee had collapsed on him.
Hart outside. Right wing. Parker against Kobe. It's Parker with the drive. Rebounded by Malone. Lakers trail by 3. In the corner, it's Bryant. Back to Fisher. 17-foot shot on the way. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Bruce Bowen. Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops. The Spurs making a switch here. Willis is checked in. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Down low, Rose. And Rose throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And such a valuable high-percentage shot, and he does a great job of taking advantage.
The Lakers have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. That free throw, good from Medvedenko. Here's Hart. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Kobe with it. He's picked up by Parker. Kobe, the pass to Fisher. Now Malone. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. For San Antonio, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Willis, the pass to Parker. Willis with the screen on Kobe. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Parker's got 12.
And looking like Parker is in that zone.
Bryant outside. Hits the target from 18 feet. 12 points for him.
He's using the whole floor to attack the defense wherever the opportunity is.
Hart outside to the paint. The shot by Ori, no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. Kicks it out to Malone. Pass to Fisher. Back to Malone. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Timeout. Well, I tell you what, if you wanted the template for the perfect power forward, it might be Karl Malone. I mean, he's got everything you want in a 4-man.
So Phil Jackson's decided to take a timeout here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Shaq is checked in for the Lakers. Payton comes in for George. Then for the Spurs. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Willis. Bowen comes in for Ori. And Ginobili subbed in for Hart. And it's tied up with that one. No good on the second free throw.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
And finished off by Rose.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Here's Fisher. Over Parker. And the shot falls short this time. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Rose. Parker outside. Shot clock at 5. The jump hook. Duncan can't hit. The Lakers trail. Payton finds Fisher. And here's Malone. Left side, Bryant. Tim Duncan with the rebound. Duncan's got 6 rebounds in the game. The Spurs shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First one falls for. And both free throws good for Ginobili. And the Lakers have possession. 4-point game. Kobe, the pass to O'Neal. Payton outside. Pass to O'Neal. Over Duncan. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Well, here's a center who can put up 40, 50, 60. I mean, there's really no limit to what Shaq can do scoring the basketball.
Parker against Fisher. Parker right side. Rose a screen on Fisher. Duncan the pass to Bowen. Pocket 6. Nailed from three-point land. Ginobili's got 7 points in the game.
And his ability to affect the game goes way up when he's knocking down shots from three-point range.
Now, here's Payton. Misses the step-back jump shot. Parker inside. Fisher's there. And Parker gets it to go. The assist by Ginobili.
And the play becomes so much easier with Parker pulling off moves right there. A true master at handling the rock.
It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Gary Payton. San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Pass to Ginobili. Now Duncan, defended by Shaq. Duncan against Shaq. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Duncan's got the lead up to 7 now for San Antonio. Payton looking it over. It's hauled in by Ginobili. Payton's gone 1 of 6 shooting so far. To the inside. Duncan. Oh, Duncan drops the hammer.
Hey, it may not make the highlight reel, but all Tim Duncan does is score points. And he makes your team a ton better.
Payton outside. Pass to Bryant. Screen by Malone. Kobe on the drive.
Lightning quick off the bounce. Bryant, one of the better athletes to ever play this game.
Parker outside. Rose passes to Bowen. Ginobili gets a wide open look. Rebounded by Malone.
Well, he's a really good shooter. Got a good look from medium range, and I think they'll go back to that.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9. He misses the free throw.
Hey, because he's such a commanding force, sometimes sending Shaq to the line is your best option.
And he sinks the second. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Parker outside. Duncan with the screen for Parker. Driving in. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
A typical smart play call by Parker. He knows how to disrupt a defense.
Pass to Kobe. Shoots. The putback. O'Neal with the putback.
Going at the offensive glass with a lot of intensity.
Spurs leading by 6. Parker outside. Now here's Duncan. Guarded by O'Neal. With 1 on the clock, and we've reached halftime in this one. It's San Antonio. They lead by 6. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And we welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. Really an incredible game from Shaquille O'Neal.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Now here's Parker. Pass to Turkoglu. On the wing, Duncan. And it's Shaq with the rebound. Shaq's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Bryant. Rebound, San Antonio. Left side, Turkoglu. Nice move. And it's Fox with the rebound. Lakers trail by 6. Outside, Payton. Outside, Fox. 6 to shoot. Floats it up for Bryant. Kobe rises and hammers it home.
One of the league's high flyers, Kobe, with a catch and flush.
And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Here's the screen. To the middle. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Nice court awareness and feel on the floor there from Duncan. Set the screen and then found space to execute the roll.
Now here's Payton. Pass to Shaq. Back to Payton. Over Parker. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Gary Payton.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feat.
Parker kicks to Duncan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. The hook. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Duncan's got 18 points.
And, you know, Duncan is an incredible talent. He's a menace on the block. Exceptional at scoring deep inside.
A pass to Fox. Here's Bryant. Duncan grabs the rebound. Duncan's got 8 rebounds in this game. Turkoglu kicks to Parker. Out to the right wing. Duncan outside. And here's Turkoglu from the arc. Rebounded by the Lakers. O'Neal's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Shoots from the high post. Was shot by Payton, no good. Spurs leading by 6. Here's Turkoglu. Pass to Bowen. Parker outside. Malone against Turkoglu. Here's Bowen. Wants to get it to Duncan, and does. Duncan drawing the double team. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
Love seeing O'Neal use his body to come up with those blocks. An imposing force and a pretty consistent defender as well.
Lakers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Payton against Parker. Pass to O'Neal. Not stopping O'Neal and close. Wow, what a play.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Parker passes to Nesterovic. San Antonio again missing. Lakers trail by 4. The wide open look here for Fox. That 3 off the mark. Spurs shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Parker kicks to Duncan. Pass to Turkoglu. A 3 ball. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And not a shot you see often from Turkoglu, showing off his skills there.
So Phil Jackson's decided to take a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And the Lakers with possession here. They trail by 7. Pass to Malone. Here's Fox. And the layup's good off the glass. Fox has got 5.
And Fox knows how to get to the paint now. A muscular forward who's pretty effective in the post.
Here's Bowen. Scoreless thus far. Parker outside. There's the screen. He takes it in. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. O'Neal's for Los Angeles. They've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Bryant looking over the floor. Goes up on the high post. Nesterovic with the rebound. Spurs leading by 5. Inside. Here's Duncan. Got it! Duncan down low.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes.
Oh, a shot attack.
Like whenever this big man gets fancy with it, O'Neal is a ridiculous dunker when he's this close to the rim.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Walton's checked in for the Lakers. Fisher comes in for Gary Payton. Parker outside. Outside, Ori. Back to Parker. Just 5 to shoot. Rose passes to Ginobili. A 3 from Ori. The Lakers with the rebound. Bryant finds Fisher. Launches it. They get it again. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Karl Malone.
Boy, that big reach of Malone so effective on the glass, helping him to get to the loose ball so he can throw it back in the hole.
Pass to Ginobili. Back to Rose. And finished off by Rose.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Here's Shaq. And the dunk by O'Neal.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
Parker gets to Ginobili. The 19-foot shot. And Shaq pulls it down.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Fisher against Parker. Fisher dishes to Kobe. Pass to Malone. Good, and it's Bryant picking up the assist. Kobe's got his 4th assist in this one. Parker outside. Now here's Ginobili. Willis with a screen on Kobe. Ginobili kicks to Parker. A rebound by the Lakers. Shaq's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. On the wing, Malone. For the lead. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, there's no easy way to stop Malone inside without fouling. He's got so much strength.
Fox, he's checked in for Walton. And both free throws good for Malone. Ginobili with the ball. He has 7. There's a good screen. Fisher with the block.
You know what Fisher lacks in size, he makes up for with grit and tenacity and know-how on the defensive end.
And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
On the jam by Karl Malone.
Oh, man, great vision.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Grant, he's checked in for Malone. Walton comes in for Fox. George is checked in for Bryant. And it's Payton in for Fisher. San Antonio also making some changes. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Rose. Owen comes in for Manu Ginobili. And Hart subbed in for Tony Parker. The shot by Ori, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
On defense, the Spurs. 4-point game. Outside, George. Pass to Payton. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Hey, just putting in the work. Doing the job. Grant does this every night. Rarely takes a game off in terms of his effort and tenacity.
Hart outside. Duncan left side. Over Payton. And Duncan gets it to go on the assist by Hart. Duncan's got 22.
Zero hesitation on that shot.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Walton, the pass to O'Neal. Up again. A rebound by the Spurs. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luke Walton. That's his first foul. Spurs trail by 4. Hart outside. Duncan outside. And it's Shaq with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
Second personal foul. The 4th team foul.
Shaq with the screen. Payton attacking. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Well, I love the effort Willis makes to alter that shot there. Solid work by him on the defensive end.
Outside, Ori. 1:14 left to play here in the third. Willis with the screen on Walton. Ori passes to Bowen. Over George. Bowen's shot is off.
Relatively open from mid-range. You'd like to see that one go down.
Here's Payton. O'Neal trying to break free. Comes up empty down low. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 4. Pass to Duncan. Stolen by George. And oh, here we go with George. No to back. And George with the stuff.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Spurs trail by 6. Hart outside to the middle. Here's Duncan. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The skill of Duncan on full display there, knocking it down despite the contact.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. 26 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Hart against Payton. Pass to Walton. Shot clock at 6. Here's Shaq. Good. Nice job down low. O'Neal's got 9 points here in the second half.
The offense is flowing through him right now. He just keeps coming.
Shaquille O'Neal getting it done for the Los Angeles Lakers. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. We come back right after this. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Los Angeles leading by 5. Outside, George. Fisher outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. And it's Hart penetrating. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Hart's got his first 2 points.
Impressive work down on the block.
Outside, George to the paint. Here's Shaq. That one goes. Count it. And the Lakers lead by 5.
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to end the possession, though, and it's the reason this game is coming down to the wire. I mean, his touch from outside and from the field in general has been superb.
Ginobili finds Rose. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
O'Neal sets the screen for Bryant. Pulls in another board. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
With that range on display, Devin George helping to stretch out that defense.
Hart outside. Ginobili outside. Into the lane. Makes it off the glass.
And going downhill there, you have to stop the ball before it can get to the hoop.
Lakers leading by 4. Bryant passes to Fisher. Outside, O'Neal. Back to Fisher. Pass to O'Neal. Nesterovic with the rebound. Nesterovic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Stripped away. One-on-one fast break. Here's Fisher. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Fisher's got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
If you need to create your own shot like that, strong handles are a must.
Now, Hart. Pass to Ginobili. From deep. Drills the three-pointer. Ginobili's got 5 points in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And so the timeout by Phil Jackson here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Guys, during that last break, I heard Phil Jackson as he talked with the team. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Here's Bryant. Here's O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Ginobili kicks to Rose. Turkoglu against George. It's Hart on the wing. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Lakers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Outside, George. Pass to O'Neal. Oh, the jam by O'Neal!
Making the intelligent pass there, putting it in the hands of somebody ready to shoot it.
And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Spurs. Ginobili outside. Rose, and the dunk by Rose.
Threw it down with force. Terrific flush.
Lakers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And the Lakers with some changes. Malone comes in for Shaq, and it's Payton in for Derek Fisher. Then for the Spurs, Duncan, he's checked in for Rose, and Parker subbed in for Hart. Payton kicks to Malone. George passes to Bryant. Over Ginobili. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Here's Nesterovic. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Ginobili's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Lakers shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Parker against Payton. Over Parker. Was shot by Payton, no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Ginobili dishes to Duncan. Ginobili looking around. Pass to Nesterovic. Out to Parker to take the lead. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And as soon as Parker catches the ball, he immediately rises up and pulls the trigger. Love to see the confidence on display there.
Back to Payton. Bryant finds Payton. Will it go? Malone trying to break free. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Payton.
Well, how about Gary Payton? Silky look, working his way in close to the basket to make sure he got what he wanted in close.
There's the pick. It's Ginobili on the wing. Guarded by Kobe. Ginobili. Here's Duncan. Eyes for Hart. That one's not going to go. Lakers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Payton inside, covered by Parker. Payton can't get it to go. San Antonio's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Ginobili can't hit. And for the Lakers, they're shooting at a 46% clip in the fourth quarter. Kobe attacking, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 1. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Parker passes to Nesterovic. Duncan with the screen for Ginobili. Down low, and Duncan throws it down hard.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
San Antonio's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Parker's shot is off. LA's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Payton. Rebounded by the Spurs. Parker's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Kicks it out to Turkoglu. And some changes here for the Lakers. Shaq is checked in for Medvedenko. And Derek Fisher is subbed in for George. Rose, he's checked in for San Antonio. Owen comes in for Hedo Turkoglu. Here's Parker. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. To be out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
And so Payton will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Fisher. And here's Kobe. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Yeah, he tried to go with it before he caught it. Took his eyes off of it. You can't have that at this point in the game.
San Antonio leading. Now here's Ginobili. Duncan with the screen for Ginobili. Now Duncan. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
How about the concentration from Duncan? Doesn't budge even in the biggest of moments.
And Phil Jackson wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Malone against Rose. Outside Bryant. All sorts of time. Buries the jumper.
Kobe thrives under pressure. When his team needs a hoop, he's the man to get it for him.
And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Spurs. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. It's Ginobili on the wing, covered by Payton. Here's Duncan.
And, you know, Duncan's such a handful for defenders. That's why they end up having to foul him.
And the first one at the line is good. And Duncan drops them both.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Payton against Ginobili. Payton left side. Duncan with the rebound.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
O'Neal there for the rebound. Lakers trail by 3. Outside, Payton. Now O'Neal. Can't get it to go. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Ginobili outside. Duncan down low. O'Neal's there. O'Neal there for the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Fisher against Parker.
No chance to convert that one. Stuffed.
Payton up top. Covered by Parker. And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. The fourth team foul.
So it's the Spurs now. It's a one-point game. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2. And Phil Jackson wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Fisher against Parker. Outside, Fisher. Now O'Neal. To tie it up. No good there. And so the San Antonio Spurs have won the series and eliminate any chance of a comeback with a big-time win here in Game 5. And, Greg, it's on to the conference finals for them.
And if there was anybody doubting this team heading into round 2, this series should have erased any of those doubts. A convincing win for a team whose championship hopes are looking bigger and brighter.
It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA. Welcome to the NBA playoffs here on 2K Sports. It's Game 5. Our game tonight featuring the Toronto Raptors as they go up against the Chicago Bulls. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline. Now here's Heinrich. Crawford outside. Trying to find Curry. He's got it now. Bosh grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense.
Heinrich dishes to Davis. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Rose against Heinrich. Back to Crawford. Rebound by Rose.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And here's Marshall from the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound. It's Crawford with the drive. And that one, good. And the Bulls lead by 5.
The floater, always a hard shot to contest.
Rose against Heinrich from about 19 feet. That's good from Marshall on the assist by Rose. Marshall's got 4 points in the quarter. The Bulls shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Davis down low. Shoulder defending. Davis sets a screen to the inside. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Boy, Davis finding a way to come through in a big spot right there. Outstanding poise from AD.
Rose against Heinrich. Good! Some old school moves in the post.
Jalen Rose is a guy you can lean on in these big moments. Big-time shot from Rose.
Here's Davis. Six to shoot. Johnson. It's off target.
He felt the defense on that attempt. Great rim protection.
Here's Marshall. Rose scanning the floor. Bosh, that's the pick for Rose. Oh, the slam dunk.
Can't get a bucket any bigger than that one. Oh, my goodness.
The Bulls leading. Curry, a screen on Rose. Here's Johnson. From 7. Curry. He parachutes in for the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Now here's Rose. No good. That would have tied it. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the fourth. Here's the teardrop. Can't get it.
Now that's defensive presence. Harassing the shooter and grabbing the miss.
Carter. A three-pointer. Good.
And this is why they go to Vinsanity. Carter excels at coming up big.
1:15 left in the game. Now Johnson. Heinrich outside. Launches it. And it doesn't go. Toronto's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Goes up on top, guarded by Heinrich. To take the lead. Davis pulls it down. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here. Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
The Raptors call timeout. What do you think we're going to see here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Trailing by 2. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Buries the deep ball.
So much self-confidence. Every shot Peterson takes, he believes he can make.
And so the timeout called here by Bill Cartwright. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
Johnson fires, and he misses the J. And so they foul intentionally.
At the line,
so the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
Taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And so the timeout called here by Bill Cartwright. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
I think this has to be a lob close enough to the basket so you can tip it in. No time for a catch and shoot.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. This was a pivotal game in the series so far, and they were able to keep their heads straight, get the job done. It's Game 6 of the Eastern Conference semifinals here. Welcome back to the postseason action. It's heating up, folks. And tonight, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the New Jersey Nets. This is Kevin Harlan. It's Game 6 of the Eastern Conference semifinals here. Welcome back to the postseason action. It's heating up, folks. Our game tonight featuring the Toronto Raptors as they go up against the Chicago Bulls. Carter looking around. Here's Rose. Pass to Bosh. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
Oh, big-time slam from the young forward Bosh. Love seeing this man play with that kind of authority.
Now here's Crawford over Williams. And Crawford gets it to go on the assist by Brunson. 9 points for Jamal Crawford.
Taking a nice composed jump shot in rhythm, under control, not forcing it in any way.
From deep, Rose. Chicago grabs the miss. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now here's Brunson. Crawford outside. From the arc. Bosh grabs the miss. Bosh has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Back to Rose. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Williams. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Brunson. Here's Beiser. He's guarded by Williams. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Getting inside, putting pressure on the defense. You've got to have that kind of aggressive approach.
Peterson's checked in for Williams, and so he makes both from the line. So it's Toronto now. 9-point game. Rose surveying the D. Carter outside. And the Raptors miss again.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Heinrich passes to Crawford. Now Johnson. Heinrich outside. Curry against Bosh. They double-team Curry. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less. He will not be happy with it.
For these two teams, 2 rounds down, 2 to go. The battle for the Eastern Conference continues. Game 1 of the conference finals. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the New Jersey Nets going up against the Toronto Raptors. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Now here's Jefferson, back to Kidd. Warning, a screen on Rose. Here's Kidd. Rebound by Williams. Two Western teams have run the gauntlet. Only one can emerge victorious to claim a spot in the finals. Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals begins in a moment. In this game, we'll see the Sacramento Kings against the San Antonio Spurs. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. And the Spurs start out with the ball. And what a moment for these teams as this important Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals is getting going here. Now here's Parker. Look at the Kings. So at least on paper, they are the favorites in these conference finals. But this could be a challenging matchup for them.
Yeah, on one hand, they worked hard to get home court advantage, but it feels like the pressure is on them to perform because of those expectations.
Shots good by Stojakovic.
And you have to admire Stojakovic's confidence. Sensational at knocking down those catch and shoots.
Christie against Parker. Pass to Duncan. Back to Parker. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And he shot that with confidence, rising and firing without hesitation.
Christie the pass to Stojakovic. First quarter, just over a minute played, and he comes up with the deuce.
Well, Bibby, very effective from here. I love seeing him operate in that space, feeling out the defense and cashing in when he has room to shoot.
Here's Bowen. Over to the wing. Parker against Christie. Inside. Banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Stojakovic. Pass to Bibby. Fires from 18. And again, it's Sacramento converting. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
Brad Miller, he's checked in for the Kings. Christie against Parker. To the middle. Duncan. And Duncan throws it down hard.
And Parker, terrific in the pick and roll. Just creative in terms of getting his team good looks.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
I was able to talk with Rick Adelman for a minute. We discussed Tony Parker and what kind of problems he presents for a defense. Coach said, I told our guys we need to limit transition opportunities. Parker is so fast and will torch you in those situations. We need to slow the game down in order to contain it. We don't want this to turn into a crack meet. Back over to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. Now Bibby, following the miss by Turkoglu from deep. They set the pick. Pass to Miller. From 11 feet away, and it comes off the front of the rim. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Parker outside. Lets it go from 11. Duncan can't hit. The Kings leading. Here's Stojakovic. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Point blank range, that's what you want.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Parker looking around to the right side. Over Christie. San Antonio again missing. Sacramento leading by 3. Weber dishes to Bibby. It's good from about 19 feet. Bibby's got 8 points.
And from the mid-range, Bibby, very consistent. You really can't give him that kind of space.
Pass to Bowen. Out to the right wing. And here's Turkoglu from the arc. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
To the paint. Here's Weber. Nice D from Duncan.
He converts those at a high rate, but not that time.
Pass to Parker. Back to Turkoglu. Here's Masterovic. Lock at 6. Here's Duncan. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Kings have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them. For 3, Bibby, and a great assist by Weber as that one goes in. He's got 11.
If you don't want to get burned from behind the arc, you've got to chase Bibby off the three-point line.
Parker against Christie. Duncan kicks to Parker. Duncan with the screen for Parker. Not a piece of it.
How about the denial from Weber? Boy, I love when he's active on the defensive end like that.
Kings leading now by 5. Christie the pass to Weber. Now Bibby. And here's Stojakovic. Pass to Miller. And he drops it in from the low post. Here's Parker. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Walls is checked in for Sacramento. Then for the Spurs. Rose, he's checked in for Duncan. Ginobili comes in for Hito Turkoglu. And Hart subbed in for Parker. Rose sets the screen for Ginobili. Pass to Rose. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And it's time for an injury report.
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Kings. Sounds like he has a sprained shoulder, which is limiting his range of movement and, of course, causing real tenderness in that area. Hopefully he won't be out too long, but if he can't play, you know he'll be supporting his guys from the bench. They try to get to the NBA Finals. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Well, at least we know now how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Now here's Wallace. Count it. And now an 11-point Kings lead.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Ginobili after Gerald Wallace's bucket to end the run. No good from Ginobili. Wallace, the pass to Christie. Driving the lane. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And, you know, Christie is a prototype 3-and-D guy. I mean, plays his heart out at the defensive end and can knock down the three, too.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Great atmosphere in this building tonight. The fans were primed for this game.
Sacramento leading by 12. To the inside. Miller, no luck. San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Ginobili kicks to Rose. Back to Ginobili. 6 on the shot clock, and there's the call on Ginobili. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Now, here is Bibby. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Weber. Count that bucket. And the Kings lead by 14.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Bowen. Still yet to score. Rose passes to Ginobili. Rose sets the screen for Ginobili. Back to Rose. Trying to end the drought. And finished off by Rose.
Using the screen and roll to perfection.
Sacramento leading by 12. Here's Weber. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a three-point play chance here for him.
Good demonstration of concentration there from Weber. Even with the hit, he stayed under control and got it up and down.
And the Kings making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Now here's Parker. To the middle. Here's Willis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. One is on Miller.
I love the physicality from Willis. Going up with a lot of power and taking the shot while being fouled. Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Jackson with it. Pass to Miller. Nice D from Duncan. Spurs trail by 15. Parker kicks to Turkoglu. Now Duncan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Puts up a 3. And that's good. Hedo Turkoglu for 3. Turkoglu's got 9 points.
And not a shot you see often from Turkoglu. Showing off his skills there.
Stolen by Ginobili. All alone. And it's slammed in by Ginobili.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Wallace misses. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. And it's been pretty smooth sailing for him in the playoffs so far. A They've only dropped 2 games.
And they're a team that doesn't get rattled, even with all the pressure that comes with postseason basketball. It's a testament to the leadership in that locker room.
Here's Parker. Rebound by the Kings. .114 left in the first quarter of the game. Peeler passes to Wallace. Jackson up top. Pulls up. High post. And Willis pulls it down.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Kings leading now by 7. Jackson has the open look. That one's off. Still out of sync.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Ginobili. Pass to Duncan. Parker outside. Ginobili outside. And here's Turkoglu over Wallace. And the shot no good. A bit short.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Peeler passes to Jackson. Five on the clock. The jump hook. Can't hit that one. And so it's Sacramento bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their... We're back at the Western Conference Final. Happy to have you with us here on 2K Sports. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Here's Sangaila. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Boy, capitalizing on the second chance opportunity there.
Spurs trail by 9. Parker passes to Turkoglu. Here's Nesterovic, covered by Miller. Duncan inside. Sangaila's there. Big time slam by Duncan.
Duncan is not messing around when he's in this deep. All business. Very assertive and effective.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game. Kings leading now by 7. Pass to Stojakovic. Now here is Miller. Over to Nesterovic. Duncan grabs the rebound. Duncan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Parker outside. Now Duncan. Here's Bowen. Parker finds Duncan. It's hauled in by the Kings. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And he banks in the layup. And the Kings lead by 9.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Duncan. And here's Turkoglu. And it's Parker in the corner. Down low. Here's Duncan. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Parker. 6 points for Tim Duncan.
You know, this is simply Tim Duncan doing his thing, being Tim Duncan, playing with great heart and going to work inside.
And that one's good. Parker.
Those are the looks they want to continue to generate.
Kings leading now by 5. Pass to Stojakovic. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Hedo Turkoglu with the rebound. Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Parker kicks to Duncan. Back to Parker. A shake. And he lays it up and in. Now just a 3-point Kings lead.
Despite his size, Parker's got the speed and the ball skills to be a successful scorer inside.
Pass to Stojakovic. And the 3 ball is good. Stojakovic has got 7 points.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now Turkoglu, 3-pointer. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
San Antonio ball. Substitution for your Kings. Chris Webber.
Bibby against Parker. Driving inside. Here's Bowen. It's hauled in by the Kings.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Parker passes to Turkoglu. Back to Parker. Now here's Duncan. Spurs passing it around. And here's Turkoglu for 3. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And Turkoglu can score in a variety of ways, and this allows him to have games like this one.
Bibby dishes to Webber. Miller kicks to Webber. Nesterovic with the rebound. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And this group reaching a major milestone this season, notching their 50th win in their last game.
Hey, you love to ensure a winning season, and most NBA teams, even great ones, consider this a major accomplishment.
Spurs trail by 3. Pass to Duncan. Turkoglu outside. Here's Bowen. Duncan right side. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Webber. Duncan misses. Sacramento leading by 3. Outside Jackson. Here's Bibby. He's got 11. Pass to Stojakovic. From past the arc. It's good from long range. Stojakovic has got 6 in the quarter.
And Stojakovic, a super sniper. He can knock it down from anywhere, but the 3 ball is his special.
Christie, he's checked in for Jackson. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Rose, he's checked in for Duncan. Ori comes in for Turkoglu. Ginobili, he's checked in for Bowen. And Hart subbed in for Parker. Ginobili the pass to Rose. Hart outside. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Outside, Ginobili. It's hauled in by the Kings. Miller's got his 8th rebound here tonight. For 3, Bibby. Nesterovic with the rebound. Spurs trail by 6. Manu Ginobili on the wing. Guarded by Webber. Hart outside. Lets it go with the 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. Webber's got 6 rebounds in the game. Stojakovic the pass to Christie. It's good. Christie's got 5.
Hey, he's a value utility guy. Whatever you need, Christie can provide it. He's willing to do so, even chipping in scoring-wise.
Hart kicks to Rose. They set the pick. Here's Ginobili. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Bibby for 3. A rebound by the Spurs. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Top of the key. Ginobili can't hit. Kings leading now by 6. Here he goes. The shot's good from Christie.
Once he took off on on the drive. He never looked back.
Here's Hart. Still without a basket. Ori a screen on Bibby. And it's Hart penetrating Ori. Rebound by Miller. Miller's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Count that one. And now it's a 10-point Kings lead.
Bibby's so solid at setting the pace. Excellent when it comes to finding his teammates in their spot.
Christie against Ginobili. It's to Hart. They set the pick. A beautiful reverse layup. Hart's got his first bucket in this one.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And so the timeout by Rick Adelman here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Kings leading now by 8. Now Bibby, 11 points in the game. Pass to Stojakovic. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Spurs trail by 8. Parker outside. Ginobili outside.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Ginobili. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Sacramento's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Now, here is Bibby. Pass to Weber. Over Rose. And Chris Webber with the bucket on the assist by Bibby. Bibby's got 5 assists in the game. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing here by 8. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
The tight space quickness of Tony Parker really allows him to challenge that interior defense.
Tony Parker.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Kings leading now by 6. Bibby passes to Stojakovic. Now, here is Weber. He's covered by Rose. Weber gets the bucket. Weber's got 4 this quarter.
Inside, Weber confident and fearless. There's so much power behind his attack.
Parker kicks to Duncan. Ginobili outside. 6 to shoot. Miller gets the rebound. Sacramento's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Christie. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Duncan's got 8 rebounds in this game. Count that one. The Sacramento lead has been cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Ginobili.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Bibby. It's blocked.
Great effort on defense there, denying them down low.
Ginobili kicks to Parker. Spurs working the ball around now. Ginobili outside. Fires from deep. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Christie the pass to Stojakovic. Off target from outside.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
Rose a screen on Christie. Pass to Duncan. Out to Parker. Good D by Weber. And here's Stojakovic. And he stays with it. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And the first half is now in the books. It's Sacramento leading by 6. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And we're ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. You look at Hedo Turkoglu, what a contribution.
And you know, some guys just love the big stage, and so far tonight, he's been the difference.
Yeah, he has been. You never know how the role players are going to respond to big game pressure. He's showing us what direction he goes in, straight north.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Sacramento leading by 6. Weber outside. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Parker. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Weber. Here's Stojakovic. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5-for-11 night.
And Stojakovic can hurt you from all areas of the floor, which is what makes this guy so dangerous.
Parker kicks to Duncan. Back to Parker. There's the pick. Going inside.
And Parker is just so receptive on the drive. He just knows how to force the issue down low.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Good on both. And it's the Kings with the ball. 6-point lead. Bibby passes to Christie. Back to Bibby. Nesterovic with the rebound. Nesterovic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Parker kicks to Turkoglu. Wants to get it to Duncan, and does. Parker outside. In the corner, it's Turkoglu. Traps in the tray. Turkoglu's got 18 points in the game.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
And when I look at the box score, a higher percentage of assisted buckets is a great sign. Tells you the team is playing well offensively.
Parker passes to Duncan. Here's Bowen. Parker inside, defended by Christie. Pocket 6. Baseline J on the way, and it's Sacramento with the rebound. Weber's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So accurate. Tips it up, and it's Miller on the foul. And the Kings lead by 7.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Maybe with it. 13 points in the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Weber kicks to Miller. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Pulls from the top of the key.
A defensive specialist. Bruce Bowen loves being a pest and getting under the skin of shooters.
And stolen by Miller. Here's Stojakovic. 12 points for him. Pass to Miller. Stojakovic against Parker. Here's Christie. 4 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Christie against Parker. Rebound by the Kings. Christie's got 4 rebounds in this game. That's the Bibby. It's stolen by Turkoglu. And a fast break now for the Spurs. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Scoring on the break, so much easier than in the half court.
Now, here is Bibby. He's guarded closely. Miller outside. Over in the corner, Christie. Now Bibby, 6 to shoot. Stojakovic with the 3. Good, and Weber gets the assist. Weber's got 4 assists in the game.
What control from Stojakovic on the jumper. He can find offense just about anywhere.
Spurs trail by 9. Parker outside. They set the pick. Inside. Kicks it out to Turkoglu. And a miss there on the triple. Sacramento's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Now Bibby. He's got 13. Bowen the pass to Parker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Parker just so skilled at marching his way to the stripe. He just has an endless amount of cunning moves that consistently frustrate the opposition.
Kings leading now by 7. Pass to Stojakovic. Now Weber, covered by Duncan. Fades and shoots. No good.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
And Duncan throws it down.
Oh, it's a good pass by Turkoglu. He plays hard and also unselfish.
And so the timeout by Rick Adelman here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. The Kings making a switch here. Wallace is checked in.
Substituting on the court.
Bibby dishes to Wallace. Weber outside. Pass to Christie. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Weber. Wallace the pass to Miller. Here's Weber. From outside, off the mark. Spurs trail by 5. Here's Ginobili. Lays it up off the glass. Ginobili's got 10.
Oh, he looked ready for the contact and just powered it through.
Bibby against Ginobili. Bibby up top. 13 points in the game. Again, the miss by the Kings. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Parker outside. Willis with a screen on Bibby. Here's Parker. Pass to Willis. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded. Ginobili grabs the board. And so it's Ginobili bringing it up now for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 3-point game, and the call will be against Tony Parker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Kings?
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And I also like how they're working the low post, getting those high percentage looks. An excellent game plan so far.
Sacramento needs to get off a shot. For three, Bibby. Rebound by Rose.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one. Well, you have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
Parker outside. Pass to Ori. Back to Parker. Now here's Ginobili. It's deflected.
Oh, my word. You can't play much tougher interior defense than that.
Here's Christie. It counts. And the foul. That one on Parker.
Just shrugging off the defense. Christie is used to having to score on tough defense.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game. Spurs trail by 6. Parker outside. There's a screen by Willis. Parker outside. Right wing. Here's Ori. And it's good in the assist by Parker. Parker's got 5 assists in the game. And there's the call on Ginobili. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jackson, he's checked in for the Kings. San Antonio also making some changes. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Rose. Owen comes in for Manu Ginobili. And Hart subbed in for Parker. It's Miller on the wing. Pass to Weber. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Christie. To the inside. Here's Miller. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Miller's got 8 points.
Strong effort that time, producing the best look possible.
Hart outside. Rolling the pass to Duncan. Duncan, so good down low.
Oh, good touch from the interior. That's a high percentage shot.
Pass to Christie. Now Jackson fires top of the key. It's hauled in by Willis. Hart finds Duncan. On the dunk by Duncan.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys. Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
The score now all even. Hart's got his second bucket.
Pretty slick move that time with the ball. That's one way to win yourself some space out there.
Now, here is Bibby. He's got 13. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
It's really a tale of 2 quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
Ori kicks to Hart. Duncan in the corner. Pass to Ori. Jackson comes over with the double. Here's Duncan. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Sacramento's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. The Kings have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Shooting for Sacramento.
First free throw is good. And Christie drops them both. So it's San Antonio now, trailing by 2. Hart kicks to Willis. Duncan, the pass to Hart. Here's Ori. Sacramento grabs the miss. 1:12 left to play in the third. Here's Peeler. He has yet to score. Jackson looking around. 5 to shoot. Here's Miller. And that's collected by Willis. San Antonio's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Duncan drawing the double team. Here's Bowen. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Sacramento. The lead is 2. Christie kicks to Jackson. Pass to Wallace. Outside Jackson. And here's Miller. He's covered by Willis. Hart the pass to Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Ginobili against Jackson. To take the lead. And the basket by Ginobili. Ginobili's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for San Antonio. Bibby against Hart. Bibby kicks to Weber. On the wing, Stojakovic. Weber with a screen on Turkoglu. Stojakovic. Nesterovic with the rebound. Nesterovic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Ginobili. Rebounded by Jackson. The Kings trailing. 3-on-3. Pass to Stojakovic. Jackson up top, defended by Turkoglu. Jackson misses. The Spurs shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Ginobili the pass to Hart. There's the screen. To the paint. And the dunk by Rose.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Here's Miller, and it's Miller with the jam.
And you're not going to get an easier deuce than that straight to the basket.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Pass to Weber. It's stolen by Rose. Ginobili the pass to Nesterovic. And he dumps it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And the shot goes in. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 12 rebounds. Hart kicks to Rose. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And here's Turkoglu for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Ginobili's got assist number 5 here tonight. That's tipped. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, the Kings trail by 4. And so the timeout by Rick Adelman here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. During that last break, I heard what Rick Adelman was telling his team. They said, let's lock in, keep our focus. We need everyone down the stretch. Now his players looked engaged, so I think the message got across. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Miller. San Antonio with the rebound. Nesterovic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. That's good from Ginobili on the assist by Hart. Hart's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Ginobili against Jackson. Miller outside. Over to Starovich. Miller, no up. Spurs leading by 6. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Ginobili outside. Pocket 6. Rebound by the Kings. Right side Jackson. Miller inside. Working on Rose. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Christie's checked in for Jackson. The Spurs also changing it up. Duncan comes in for Rose. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Hart. Parker outside. Duncan, the pass to Ginobili. Here's Turkle. Parker outside. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Turkoglu. From about 16, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Duncan's got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs.
Well, you know, Duncan's too big and talented not to put a body on him, and he's always lurking around looking for offensive boards.
Bibby misses.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
He gets it in there. And now a 10-point Spurs lead.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas.
Shots good by Miller.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Ginobili outside. Pass to Parker. There's the drive. That one misses. Good D by Miller. The Kings have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the 3rd. Pretty cold down the stretch. To the middle. Back to Christie. And here's Stojakovic. Off target with his 3.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Turkoglu against Bibby. Ginobili right side. Parker outside. Chris Webber with the rebound. Webber's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Shots good by Stojakovic.
Yeah, this has been an incredible offensive performance.
Here's Ginobili. Duncan with the screen for Ginobili. Down low. And Duncan with the basket on the assist by Ginobili. Duncan's got 6 points in the quarter.
Nice court awareness and feel on the floor there from Duncan. Set the screen and then found space to execute the roll.
Webber can't hit. Spurs leading by 8. Ginobili kicks to Turkoglu. They get the rebound. Ginobili looking around. Back to Turkoglu. Stolen by Webber. And the Kings pushing it up now. Here's Christie. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, clever stuff from Christie. Taking his motion right into the coverage to get a foul.
Rose, he's checked in for the Spurs. Owen comes in for Turkoglu. The Spurs have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Stojakovic against Ginobili. Back to Parker. Baseline jumper. Rebound by the Kings. Christie with it. Miller, the pass to Bibby. Webber outside. On the wing, Stojakovic. They set the screen. Shoots the three. Rebound by Rose. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 7-point differential. Here's Ginobili. Sacramento grabs the miss. Bibby's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Stojakovic. Duncan with the block.
And setting the tone with that rejection, Duncan, the defensive anchor of this team.
That is a quick move off the bounce.
Sacramento's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Bibby passes to Miller. It's blocked, and they recover it. San Antonio leading by 9. Pass to Ginobili. Parker outside. All alone. And down it goes.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Sacramento's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. So Rick Adelman's decided to take a timeout here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Now Bibby. From outside. It's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Miller. Spurs leading by 11. Right side Rose. Ginobili with the screen on Christie. Now Duncan. And Miller with the block.
Wow, great interior D. That effort gets erased because of
A floater outside Christie. On the wing, Stojakovic. Here's Miller. It's tipped. 1:43 left in the 4th quarter. Hangs in the air, and it's off. The Kings trail by 11. Stolen away. Another chance. Can't get it to go. The Kings running out of time. Knocks down the 3.
Hey, you can't be fooled defensively there when you're guarding Stojakovic. He wants to take that jump shot.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Raises up. Miller there for the rebound. Sacramento's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. He puts him in the spin cycle. Count it.
Well, I love watching him carve his way inside and capitalize.
Ginobili outside. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Rose in the post, covered by Miller, and stolen by Christie.
And how about the read on that play right there? Great sense of exactly when that ball was coming from the outside.
Bibby embraces these moments. This is who you want taking the big shots.
Ginobili sets a screen for Parker. 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It's Ginobili on the wing. Bibby covering. Shot clock at 3. Tim Duncan. They can't stop the run with that one. And so the timeout by Rick Edelman here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested three. Never an easy shot.
And it misses. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Timeout called by the Kings. What's your take, guys?
Hey, the only way to get 4 points is with a three-pointer and a foul. So the defense will give them plenty of room. No fouls at all here, I'm sure.
And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave